We're going to see him immediately take some mid-control. The clashing tiles.
Yeah, they're just trying to fight them. They're watching for it.
Tui's. I think he got a collat there with the Ghost onto Divine and Monya.
A ridiculous beginning here. Now they can expect Mindfreak, who's worked his way in. He's thinking twice about it now. Backs himself into market. What a beginning. I mean, the smoke deep down, not expecting that tiles aggression there. That just comes down to a game of chance.
Yeah. Paper X are so happy to opt into the variance that is ever present in this game. And hope that it works out in their favor. The smoke there to try to block off certain sight lines coming from bottom mid. But as you say, they just had no idea that Loud were going to run a pistol, which also involved them charging towards mid through tiles.
They want to take the fight straight to him, try and earn a few more of these ults, less onto the corner.
It's a good idea for QCK to try to push through that.
Somebody sees it. Just a call, like there could be that presence into mid.
Les completely alone here. He's going to get overwhelmed. And now Paper X are going to understand that this was fake pressure early on over towards A. So Sadek's got to accelerate. They've got to get into the B site. But you've always got to be worried with Paper X. Is there still one player hanging around this area? It's going to slow them down slightly.
That's why they're clearing it. Due diligence. Showcase, drone through as well, making sure they're into the back of the site.
Flash.
Players though, deep flash. As long with that, I mean, a Dizzy, a Wingman, everybody collided and collected into that deep corner here, but it just don't have the weaponry to really nail them. The paranoia was fantastic, and maybe more so. One player to stand. It's 2 years on 1 HP. Smoking onto the spike, it's turned just like that. Wall up, Devi blocking it. Has to be broken here, but a reload for 2 years now, and he's so low that it just feels like he can't get the spam bullets on, spraying through, just needs one to really hit and connect. It's not happening! It's a massacre, Thrifty.
And Devi even cleaned that one-way missed.
Yeah, into this corner, he's really stuck here. There's no repositioning, they've overwhelmed them. Doesn't matter about the superior weaponry. Needs to be that refight, the repeak as well, a little bit. Just wrangling the beast that is their rifles. Aftershock can't be walking too far into this one. Dodging of the flash, Dizzy up into the air, but Sadek, he's taking a fight straight to them, and now frustration really showing. Dodging at the timing. No! The dart just revealed and towards the back, and it's back to
around there and getting things back on track. There's that same smoke to try to deny.
Oh my goodness, you're joking. You're joking.
And it gets Cowanzine down.
Not again, that's a spike dropped. And they've gained control and ground and another kill. You cannot be doing this to me now. I'm telling you, the MasterCard representatives will be very happy, but it's not exactly the most picture-perfect Valorant that we've ever seen here. Wingman alerting the presence, at least to know now that a few Loud players are here. Spike's still dropped down, but it's coordinated off, and they've obtained those rifles, and they're using them to great success. Now, having to really just brute force their way through. They've gathered the spike up, but listen, they're just spamming it through. One left to stand, Sadak. You can't overcome it. It's a fact. Taken rattles off a few bullets, lets them know his presence. Knife's going to be sent into the opposite direction there with 2 tags as he seeks to try and make a go of this one here. Pop Flash plays the Hunter's Fury at his back to set it up, and there were an anti-flash position. Okay, so Loud have the protocols to deal with that. Themselves now into this site. Will they choose to use any more ultimates? A bit of random spray once more by Devi. It's that Phantom at play, at work.
30 seconds left.
It's a bit of chip damage, but nothing really
Here
more
comes
to
the
show
flood.
for it. And here it is.
4 players blinded.
There, big one with the Dizzy on top of it. Rolling Thunder now has to be committed. Thrash slow to a crawl. Les is a monster in this spot. This particular position, and any attempt here, they just want to barrel over the smoke position. Something, no chance here on the retake. Not with the operator now, so he has to just run tail between his legs.
Paper X's composition is fantastic on those A retakes. You saw the amount of utility that was flying towards Loud, and they still managed to come out the other side unscathed. Mostly, I think, due to the fact that Cowanzine had managed to save his ultimate. They were thinking about investing it. You could see Cowanzine positioned in a spot where he was thinking of ulting sight towards A, but they took the gamble, saved it for the post plant, and came out to the good. Now Cowanzine
Taking already up. Himself up onto the box here. Are they even going to be aware of it through slow orb at their feet? Cowanzine, a few random bullets. He might think it's cleared. It's not. Patience played to perfection here by Mindfreak. Might be looking for a few more still. He's dropped down to 2 of them. Devi has gun of his own now, ready for the spray through, ready for the spray down, revealed. Tucks to the corner, sidearm out and wide, but Les will put him down and put him to rest here, dodging to the flash, but he's got a lot to overcome now. Positioning flipped around, weaponry handed over. Discipline honed and ready, showcased by PaperX. Now listen, the spike is on Less's side, but he's going to have no opportunity to really get a free plan off here. Molly down, running through it, Moniette, and there it is. Round one, they know it, tucked to the corner, something. Recognizing the win conditions, guess what? Another MasterCard Thrifty.
Yeah, and also an ace. And it pays off for Mindfree. Now Loud, change up the pace.
Oh my goodness, it's PaperX taking a fight straight to them. Yeah, Loud opted into that pace increase. They wanted to try and fight it. It ends up them being punished. One-way smoke as well. This is just sharpness on display.
That's wild. That caught me completely off guard. I mean, Loud have been playing such slow defaults to start these rounds off. Focused on A main control, but not that fast. Forsaken almost caught a timing. Surely will.
With the gun, yeah, sticking wide and out. Tap, tap, tap with the AD. Yes, 2 years survives the duel and encounter. Has the spike in his hands, but he'd have to do a lot more than that to make this winnable, especially when he's on 8 HP.
And I'm not exactly sure what the read was there for Sadak in this round, but PaperX have been fighting with 2 or 3 players every single time over towards A main. I think you've got to start trying to take space in the early round somewhere else on the map. You can go back and late re-clear with the fault line or the drone, but I think trying to just run in and take that fight straight up is going to be so difficult.
Deep Molly, deep dart, flash into the corner. Moniette's here with the judge. No clearance. No clearance. It's starting to get sloppy. It's starting to get sloppy indeed. And guess what? Exactly where a team like PaperX thrives. Pound for pound, this team, they were born and bred in the chaos. And they're showcasing exactly why. You can never underestimate this squad still.
Ultimate is ready.
Moniette walks straight into it. 2 years again. Brought into essentially an unwinnable scenario.
Another round, another Loud player surrounded. In a 1vx, completely surrounded.
Yep.
And PaperX.
Here, how's your reaction time? Sun, flashes on flashes, paranoia to meet their match. And a deep dart as well, that's not going to be accounted for. Hunter's Fury though, tucks into it, gets the connection, gets the collision course straight into these players. And Moniette does a decent job of just avoiding it. Dodging, ducking, weaving, but not enough there. And a repeat with the Outlaw. Something has something to say. On a reload, online, shock darts, though, jumping around the punish, and they're out wide and open, ready for the taking.
For tiles, flash
mid. Moniette's here already, forwards in the approach, and he is set up with that util. Run it back, dealt with, and dropped immediately. These ults just tumbling before our very eyes here. The deep hit into B main.
It is a great read though from Les. He realizes that if they're fighting over mid, they can't be doing their normal A setup, so he takes this timing into elbow. There is a chance that a bullet could find the back of something's head here.
Yeah, he's not watching for it, and so he will be falling. Flat-lined to the side, and a sight gains now for Les. Going to be calling for the rotate and the pivot. Smokes.
He could drop a pit.
Falling down, he certainly could, and really turn this into more than a winnable spot with 2 years in that late lurk player, dropping like flies. 2v3 here, Loud have a massive advantage here with the pit with the Rolling Thunder. Really just letting it loose and letting it rip here. Sky high, that's the Vi. He's going to be flying forwards and won't be able to withstand any sort of pressure there, leaving it just to Mindfreak now.
Mindfreak's been good at catching 2Es in all of these previous rounds, but finally 2Es gets his...
QCK just trying to back him up as well as bail him out, and they are just collecting all sorts of kills, but the damage done through the wall, not enough to collect the kill onto the Vi.
Too far forward and not playing great angles. Pushing themselves into spots where they couldn't quite get it. Overextending to deal with the Vi. Sadak shocks himself on the corner, but does pick up the kill.
Getting flustered, perhaps. Okay, there eventually with the reset of the aim. Les, a 1v3. You've seen magic.
He's done damage, but he can't get through this wall. Yeah. It's so powerful on the pistol, on both sides.
Right there.
For the retake,
right there.
To block off angles in the post. It's such a nice addition to the KO Gecko comp that a lot of teams have been looking at.
Look at this, too much to clear really for Les. The man in his face, follow through with the bullets. No kill collected, but he does have too much to do. Already the time's getting away from him. Look at PaperX. Stanced up, holding their ground, swinging off the contact, and that's pistol round. Hearing all this noise, hearing all these sounds, but you can't survive it past the box. A call is made though. Loud want to commit into this fight. I'm going to commit heavily, out wide. Miscommunication perhaps, as something drops down as well, forced into the spectator's seat with the spike drop down. It's a favoured situation for Loud now.
They have spike. Very difficult to retrieve. if Monnier gets another smoke online, which
Hello.
he does, he just sneaks in, sneaks out, and now all of Loud are in a pretty rough spot. They don't have any map control or information. Could be worried about some lurking happening here. So just like that, suddenly there's a lot of doubt in the heads of this Brazilian team.
A daylight robbery from Monnier.
You'd expect the spam to be coming through as soon as the smoke gets deployed.
It wasn't there though, and now, because Loud was so heavily stacked up around that spike position, as you were saying, they've lost all map control.
Yeah.
They're having to triple up and re-clear everything together just in case.
And they're slow to do it as well. What you see from PaperX is that after throwing that A utility, they were immediately up mid. And I was praising Sadak in the games that I've been recently watching Sunset. He's very aware of those mid-lurk timings, but PaperX are faster than Loud are anticipating. And didn't we see that all the time on Ascent? With individuals finding timings ahead of when they were going to be expected. And look at the map here, how far away the nearest Loud player is. PaperX have got tons of time to try to reposition into a spot where they can upend the player disadvantage.
Miles away. PaperX seeking to try and fight them deep into these angles. Now Loud already for it with those protocols. Monnier left alone to his devices. Only the Spectre in his hands. It would have to be a miracle. It would have to be mistakes to be made. Less though, hot on his heels as well to really collect up that kill and get that. Can't quite break it though. Monnier could really be that insurance player now. Coming out from the back, here's the rotation. QCK collects him. Quick on it with the trigger. Now we see it, players lit up like a beacon. Something only the one instant trade. Something Forsaken just trying to play in tandem with each other, but they are overwhelming them. Mindfreak towards the back. Less is dodging and weaving, gliding across the floor. He finds it now, leaving it to Devi. Time ticking away. What is the call here? Tapping again, this time less sticking, not making the same mistake as the prior game. Something here, running back forwards, facing with it. The flash is not connecting here. Less from the back, feeling really the heat and the pressure, but Kawazin seeks to relieve it. And now back into the action and the fight. Rolling Thunder committed. You're not getting away with that one yet. Tried to TP to evacuate and escape the ire. Still after shock. Plenty of util left. Where'd that come from? Mindfreak. 2 on the table now, 2 left to go. Dropping down, knows they're not on it. Peeking through, another tap will force Mindfreak out into the open. Kawazin really seeking to deny this one, not half! Running him down! Mindfreak before...
8 of the top teams, look at this, another boost play coming out from PaperX.
Oh! It's disgusting!
They were innovating with that over towards A, and they do it again. Very reminiscent of when they first brought out the Sage Comp on Pearl. Bait out the fights here from QCK and 2Es. And this tower is coming crumbling down, making a fool of Leicester boot.
It's pure whimsy. Smiles on the faces as they're having it. I mean, they have brought this to series. Tag there with a knife. What's
He's so
the call
fast.
now for PaperX?
He's so fast.
Monnier doesn't care, man. Disrespectful in nature. Back though of the head. Flipped up by Kawazin as he does seek out that trade, and he will be granted it. Now to Thrash though. Set this one up forwards here, still slowed. Seeking to reposition. Kawazin lays down the law and potentially gives them a fighting chance.
Can he be the hero just when his team needs it? One more onto Forsaken, important, and he takes it.
Good control.
4K in the round.
Something drops him though. No ace to be really looked for. Something pulling this out of seemingly nowhere. 1v1 and Loud. Desperation. QCK knows the position. Throws the molly. Flash round dodge. Duke avoided. QCK saves the day.
Viper Wall. Les normally plays a little more passive actually.
We have seen, you know, when Loud's back is up against the wall, Les tends to take matters into his own hands. Mindfreak taken out. They still have the res online for this one, but Devi, with him falling, no longer available.
The reaction from PaperX, looking to try to hoover up this B control. Given that Les was peeking over towards Market,
Straight in
it's
there.
empty.
Dizzy committed by something. He's looking to see if he can get himself onto the deeper line. You don't expect that. Drops it. 3 versus 3 now. The knife, a tag. Info gathered, at least that they know that Les is going to be there, but he's already playing now. High-low setup. The rest of his team out wide here. Something going for the peak. Going for the peak! Catches it in the perfect timing. A bullet to the chest with the IGL down and deleted. 2 left standing. Les. Again, heroics are necessary. And it has to be coming out swinging, traded. 1 to stand, 2 years to do the most. A fake with the TP, a paranoia evaded and dodged and juked, but the crossfire setup is too strong, it's too damn strong, and PaperX seal it away. Loud, dropping out. See you later, sent to the airport.
And something closing out